That's Keria. If you win today, we're getting married. We'll see about that. I'm not sure if Keria is ready for that. I hope you guys have discussed it beforehand. He will have to give his life away. As you see, Guma picks up yet another one, 6-0 and 2. Keria, he's not done yet. He picks up the hook after the flash. He really just...
But it's still such a terrible situation. As like you said, a level 12 Volibear looks like paper here. He's 4 levels down on the tournament. He's 2 levels down on Peanut. As BDD, you mentioned the fact that he's playing against his former teammate in Peanut, right? Like Peanut and him were Longzhu buddies back in the day. But
it's been a really tumultuous game. Every single Infernal Drink is going to matter so much. As Gale Force, you can see the value that it gets. I mean, it's insane, right? Like Gumayusu would have been dead like 10 times over, and he baits them into the river for them all to get basically fireworks to death.
It was 2 heavy engages from Nongshim. The Gale Force there dodging the first, and the Vanguard's Edge is also wasted, so it's not usable here defensively when the Narbar is complete and they go for the turn. As Dread here just has Crescent Guard out, so he's not taking any damage. I think T1 a little bit overzealous on this, but
we're going to have a showdown once again.
Always watch where life is before these fights break out. He's silenced now. If he can get the angle here, that would be the big win, right? I mean, that's the hope.
Yeah.
And then maybe you see a Rascal layered on top. These are the ways this could work out. Arya's like desperately trying to poke.
You can see how they're trying to get this out as Hold That Thought aiming goes into the back line and down he goes. Bertle just going to sweep him up with the needles, and that's all they needed to do.
I'm pretty happy with how things went, and we are going to have him give us a bit of an interview a little bit later as well. But DRX.
Hey! I love it.
He's going to kick his coach because he can't see.
That's the
absolutely fantastic.
The Pyoshik meme, we've seen it so many.
지금 17분에서 20분 사이 조심.
위기인데?
범부야 나 세니까 내 쪽으로 해줘. 들어가지 말아줘.
절제해줘 절제. 아크샨이랑 뽀삐가 먼저 가 위에.
나 그냥 풀속박 볼게 이거. 잡은 거 같아.
빨리 해. 빨리 하고 빼야 돼.
잡았어. 나이스. 미대 뽀삐.
불안 안 보여.
잡았어. 뽀삐 잡았어.
나이스. 탑미드 초식에다 탑미드 초식에. 그래 끌고 해보실게.
지금 살짝 앞으로 들어갈게.
내가 여기 시야 뚫어줄게. 르블랑 빨리 자. 잘 들어갔다.
르블랑 잡았어.
이긴 듯? 천천히 볼게.
앞으로 가자 이건.
펜타. 되냐 이거?
못해도 괜찮아. 펜타 안 해도 괜찮아. 잡았어. 펜타다.
덕담.
이게 나야.
방해 중이다. 이거 좀 크다. 나이스. 나 그냥 버릴 생각할게. 이거 자르만 망했거든? 자르만 망하긴 했다. 나 이거 바텀 3렙 각 볼게.
바텀 이거 딜교 좀 빡세게 했고.
크게 돌아갈게. 럭스 노플?
럭스 높여.
럭스 높여. 힐 없어. 나이스. 미드 할게. 이러면 캐틀럭스 좀 망했고. 큐 빠졌고.
내가 위에 있을게.
라이저. 앞으로 갈래? 스턴 걸었어. 나 빨았고 자르만 녹음.
아칼리부터 볼게. 아칼리
이제 지켜. 나이스. 뒤에 다 스턴. 안 죽어. 그거 안 죽는다. 나 무적이야.
나 이즈리얼 아무것도 안 했는데. 나 저거라도 할래. 기다려봐.
잡아. 무조건 끝낼 거야.
제발. 이거.
절대 어림도 없어. 그냥 넥서스. 나이스.
GG.
Have that third item very likely before the fight happens, but he's not quite online in terms of his stacks either. He's behind in CS, hasn't been able to get too many of those as Worgen.
Yeah, he's gone down very, very low. He's trying to bait Dove in. And Dove is inside the cage now, trying to fight this one out. He does have a lot of extra statistics, and now Lava's just going to get turned on. Booped on the head, and he's just going to get taken down. This is the power of the Hullbreaker, everyone. Double kill for the Jace. Yep. And now it's once again collect the package, teleport in, and that nerf doesn't mean too much here, especially not with the extended spawn time of this Elder. So Frederibrion set up with Giga Poke, and also everything else that they would ever want with the package now available.
1,500 before we even get started.
Yep.
Where we going? How deep do we go? Lava, show me. Show me that damage.
Also, like Liv Sandbox, how do you ever get in? How do you ever do anything? as Shock Blast is not really going to do too much. Scatter the Weak now on cooldown. Croco got to the back of the pit. Umpty's trying to pull this one out as much as possible. Kale down to 50%.
They don't know where Croco is. They're just like, yeah, let it reset.
Yeah, well, it actually resets and spots him. That's a 3-man stun, but they're all so far away. As in goes Delight, he'll immediately get popped. As Corky, let's see whether they can get the engage onto him. He Valkyrie's away though after packaging in. And yeah, that's 2 instantly dead. Ice answers one off on the back end though. As now, Ice and Croco against Lava and Henna. Lava still very, very healthy. As Close is closing in as well. And okay, Croco's going to start this one off. Henna dives on top here as they do at least get rid of the Zeri. But Lava is still alive. They avoid one of these rockets, 2 versus 2 in the end.
10,000 is damage in this fight. Like, I'm looking at that number on my screen, 9603, and it's hard to believe it's real. And this is with a poor engage from Frederick Brion. The Valkyrie was the double kill there, and that's where you're going to get all that value.
Okay, well, there's the flash, and Lava is going to secure that kill very easily. Morgan teleported back in. Croco's real dead. They'll grab themselves.
Have the Caitlyn Lux running over.
여기 뚫으려면
but
본다.
just not
아니
realistic.
살짝
And watch Puzz.
무빙하면서 공준비. 이번에 싸운다.
He's like, I'm coming, I'm fighting him. And then he Crescent Guards the Graves away, so this is essentially a 1v1. I mean, he even ulted the Crescent Guard. Canyon did there, so that's...
Okay.
Ice, no summoners, no drink. What?
There's a minion in the sky!
Excuse me?
Is it a minion?
Oh, it's George!
It's George!
There he is again!
Reset and make their way over. But there's no vision. Hololive in the river.
Indeed, doing a lot of work here. Zap is going to connect, not quite able to find it as in goes the LeBlanc, but immediately she's going to pop. Beryl finds himself in a real rough position as Def trying to go aggressive, flashes over, doesn't find the crit onto Karis, and he's just going to explode. And now the CC is going to be too much. Kingan sees his death. A triple kill for Vista!
재밌게 하자 얘들아. 네. 저도 어차피 뒤에 애들이 와서 이겨줄 거야. 오케이. 나이스. 나이스. 아지르 노플? 아지르 노플. 네, 텔로 왔다. 세트 노플, 세트 노플. 세트 노플 요공. 할만한데 이거? 하자. 랭 빠져. 다음 니달리 높여. 아지르 노플. 바로. 오케이. 아지르 노플. 나 안 죽어. 아지르 만져. 나는 갈 듯? 세트 이빠 놓고 할만해. 야 칼리 맞아. 나이스. 쭉 가자. 이거 끝낼만해. 그래. 죽였다. 얘 싸우자. 야 나도 남겨줘. 나이스. 이겼네요. 잘했다 얘들아. 나이스. 야 나 적응이 안 돼. 그냥 실시간으로 적응해야 돼. 어쩔 수 없어 이거. 어디서 환자들을 데려왔어. 다 마스크 끼고 있어. 집중을 해본다. 야 어디로 가? 위로. 천천히 쳐요. 야 나 특별 쪽 보여줄게. 기다려봐. 천천히 해. 조심해. 폴로 먹는 것만. 천천히 해. 우리 물렸어. 얘 노플. 얘 볼 수 있어. 천천히. 이겼어. 나 2호초. 봐봐. 천천히. 3조요. 끝내. 나이스. 이거 다시 죽이자. 3, 2, 1. DRX 코로나 게임단 승리. 나이스.
A bunch of help from the enemy top laner, and in the end, it's Canyon that's now trying to get the inside track, has vision on where Beryl is.
Kingan has to stay home to defend. He does have teleport here, but the timing of this is so thin. Beryl will have to walk back if he backs, so he has to come over with no health whatsoever.
Still, it's a 4v4 as the bubble is going to go slightly wide, half the health bar here.
TP
for
Bertle.
Yeah, Bertle's just going to come in and try and win the game. Oh my god! The amount of damage with that W was absolutely insane. Nexus turret goes down. The Ari's also dead, so, you know, just find a team that can do both, I guess, as they win the team fight. Meanwhile, the Jace is in the base, getting the 50 gold that matters.
That's right, and Damwon Kia.
Nongshim fall to tied with 8th. Down there at 3 and 7, we'll see if they can crawl out of that one.
I think what's really cool about Nongshim here is that they showed today that they have bounced back to form with this roster. I don't want to call it a new roster, but with the